Hello friends, I am Jai Hind. Welcome to today's mentoring session of Ethos. During various sessions, after watching our previous video, we received many messages and mails from students from the non-Hindi areas of our country, requesting us to make a video in English language for their benefit. Okay, so we are making this video, which is a copy of our previous video, wherein we have shown you the source from where UPSC asks the questions. That is, there is a curiosity in the minds of students that from where does the UPSC takes its questions, from where does UPSC, or for that matter any competitive examination conducting body, asks the questions or chooses the questions. So if you can know the source from where these questions are formed or asked, it would become very easy for you. Your work would be reduced to nearly half or even 1/4, and the effort that would be required from you would be considerably reduced, and plus the time would also be reduced if you can pursue a focused preparation along the lines which we are going to tell you. Okay. Our institute, Ethos Institute, did a small research, did a small study to find out from where are these questions being asked. So what we did was we studied the question paper of 2017 and 2018 of UPSC Civil Services Prelims exam. We also studied the paper for mains also, but we would share a small part of our research. Okay, now before we share a part of that research with you, we would like to share the result of the research, which is very important for you. So that if you want to, if you are not liking my face and if you want to stop the video right now, so you can at least listen to the result and then you can stop the video. Okay, so the result is number one. The main source of the questions in any competitive exam is your newspaper and your NCERT textbook. Nothing else, nothing more. And the main source, what we mean by main source is that 80% of the questions that are asked in any competitive exam are from the newspapers only and from the NCERT textbooks directly. No fancy notes, no fancy books like your Lakshmikant, Ramesh Singh, this, that. All these books and all these things can be used as a reference if you want to get some deeper insight or get some extra info. But the base level, the preparation, the brick and mortar, the cement on which your building is made is the newspapers and your NCERT textbooks. Now if you want to stop the video, you can stop and you can go. If you want to know how we have reached to this conclusion, you can continue watching. Okay, so what we did was we studied the question paper of the UPSC, as we told. We studied each and every question. That is nearly out of 100, we studied the 100 question in total, and we found out that 80% of the paper, 80 questions were asked directly from the newspapers. Okay, and newspapers plus the NCERT textbook, direct from the NCERT textbook. No other book they have used as a reference. No India book. No notes of coaching centers. No notes of toppers. By the way, many students keep on nagging me that can we study from the notes of toppers and can we study from the notes of this or that coaching institute. See, all these things you can study, but you have to make your own notes. We have made a video regarding that. In Hindi, we will be shortly making one in English also. Please watch that. Why is it important to make your own notes, and why is it important that if you want to clear, only your notes will help you clear your exam. Nothing else. No topper, no coaching center. Okay. So coming to the point regarding our research. So to be a part of this research, we have given a link below regarding the UPSC CSAT 2018 paper Set A. We have used Set A of the UPSC Civil Services Aptitude Test CSAT paper 2018 as our reference point for this video. We are going to discuss around 8 to 10 questions which have been asked in those in that paper, and which many students and many even the UPSC trainers and coaches believe that have been asked from particular book or particular notes. But we will prove to you that it has been asked directly from newspaper and NCERT along with proof. Okay. So if you have not downloaded the paper, kindly go to the link below and download the paper and keep it open in another window or take a printout for your reference. Printout is not required, just open it in some other window, it would be easier for you. Okay. So you can now pause the video and do it if you haven't done it. Fine. So we hope you have downloaded the paper and you have the paper with you in another window open. Okay. So now just go to question number 2 of the paper. It is which of the following leaf modification occurs in desert area to inhibit water loss? This is the question number 2. Now, some people may say that this question has been asked from environment and science. Very fine, it has been asked from environment and science, but from where? What is the source of this question? See, this is the source of the question. It has been asked directly from chapter 8 science textbook of NCERT. Direct question, no twisting, no turning, no curling. Direct question asked from NCERT textbook. So if you had just read NCERT, you would have marked the answer right away as 2 and 3. A is the answer, right? We have shared the screenshot, you can check it. Okay. Now, next question we will see. Go to question number 4. How is the National Green Tribunal different from CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board? How is it different? See, and 2 statements have been given. Now, why is it this question asked? Many students again will claim that this is again asked from environment and science. What rubbish are you speaking, right? But this has been asked from, no doubt, it is from the topic of environment and science. But the source of this question, why this question only? Why environment and science is a very vast topic? Why no other thing has been asked? Why UPSC chose to ask this particular question only? So the answer lies over here. Again, look at this. We went to Google Baba and we checked Google for NGT and CPCB, and the result was that in November 2017 and in December 2017 there was a spat. There was a controversy between the jurisdiction of NGT and CPCB regarding their jurisdictional area, and it was all there in the news in November 2017 and December 2017, just 6 to 7 months prior to your prelims exams. So had you read those papers, we have again shared the screenshots for you. Had you read those papers, you would have easily answered this question face on. It is not asked from any particular book, directly from the newspaper. Okay. Now, next question we would request you. Parliament of India can place a particular law in the 9th schedule of Constitution. This is, please go to question number 5. Please go to question number 5. The question is, Parliament of India can place a particular law in 9th schedule of the Constitution. Now, why have they asked about the 9th schedule only? There are so many schedules, so many articles of the Constitution. Why in 2018 UPSC CSAT they have asked about the 9th schedule of the Constitution only? Please go to Google, check it out, 9th schedule of the Constitution news, and you will see that it has been in the news since December 2017 to May 2018. 9th schedule of the Constitution is something which, if anything is put in the 9th schedule, the courts will have very limited jurisdiction over that clause, over that act. So, government was planning the SC Act in the 9th schedule of the Constitution. It is all regarding the recent controversy of the dilution of the SC Act, and a lot of riots and protests had also taken place in the country. So, if you were following this news with the headlines itself state, see, we have again shown you the screenshot. Headlines itself state that SC Act will be going to the 9th schedule of the Constitution. So, just if you had again read the newspaper and understood the context, content and the context. Again, please remember these two terms, content and the context. If you had remembered the context of this news, from why it is, what is the importance of the 9th schedule of the constitution, this question would have been a matter of seconds for you. Moving to the next question, one more thing, many people would have thought that this question that we discussed regarding the parliament and the 9th schedule, many people would argue that this is from the subject of polity, but definitely it is from Indian polity. But why that particular thing has been asked is because it was in news. So anything, regardless of the subjects which you have to study for the UPSC, anything which is in the news will definitely be asked in the examination in one way or the other. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Please go to question number 19. The question is regarding Wood's dispatch. Regarding Wood's dispatch, which of the following statements are true? Now this question is directly, no twisting, no turning. This is directly from NCERT textbook of class 11. We have shown you the screenshot over here. Wood's dispatch is a very important part of UPSC preparation, because after Wood's dispatch, the education system in India was changed, and after that, Thomas Macaulay came, and then a country which invented a lot of things, a country which invented zero, a country which was once a pioneer in mathematics and science, was converted to a country of clerical workers by entirely changing the education system of the country. So this is a very important part, and this question has again come directly from NCERT. No fancy books, no fancy textbook like ancient history, ancient India, medieval India, this and that. Nothing doing, only NCERT. Okay, let's go to next. Please go to question number 22. It is a match the following question: Chapchar Kut Festival, Mizoram; Pongjam Parva Ballad, Manipur; Thangla Thamta Dance, Sikkim. Now here you have to mark which one is correct. Now again, people may argue this is from ancient Indian culture, Indian history, this and that, blah blah blah. But again, they are wrong. This is directly from current affairs, newspaper only. We will show you the screenshot over here. This is the screenshot. See, in June 2018, that is just few days after the exam, and in November, September and December 2017, that is 6 months before the exam, this entire thing was in news by the Ministry of Doner. Ministry of Doner means Development of Northeast Region. They had organized a Northeast Culture Festival where the art forms, dance forms, music forms, paintings of Northeast were on display, and all these names which you have read were there in the news reports. Directly there in newspapers reports. You just had to make, if you had made diligent notes from there, you could have been able to answer this question within 2 seconds. Okay, so again, this is from current affairs, not from any ancient history or ancient zoology or anthropology, right? Now, please go to question number 71. With reference to the religious practices in India, the Stanakvasi sect belongs to which of the cults or the religions? So again, people will cry words, this is ancient Indian history, Indian culture, this and that, blah blah. No, it is again from current affairs. Please Google it. Google Stanakvasi sect, and you will get that Stanakvasi sect news. You just put in Google and you will get that 1 year prior to your prelims exam, that is in July 2017, there was a world record created by the people of this sect, Stanakvasi sect, where they chanted mantras for 36 lakh times. 5,000 people chanted mantras for 36 lakh times, and that was set in a world record. And this was done by Jains. So the sect belongs to Jainism. So again, newspaper, and newspaper, nothing else. So, Want more proof? I know many of you are not confused, not convinced, so you want more of the proof. Okay, all these are proofs. Some questions may come from newspaper, but most of the questions come from the notes, the textbooks, and the huge big books that we see in the market where it is written general studies, UPSC, IAS. Okay, so we will provide you more proof. Please go to question number 86. Why is the plant called Prosopis juliflora often mentioned in news? Prosopis juliflora. Now, please tell me in which book are you going to get this name? Prosopis juliflora. In any, if you can get this name, we searched a lot, we couldn't get this name in any so-called standard textbooks of UPSC prelims or mains. It was there in a news report in Delhi edition of Hindustan Times, which we are sharing over here. It is a report of March 2018, that is 3 months before your UPSC exam. So the UPSC, you can be sure that you can not afford to stop your reading of newspapers. You have to continuously be at your toes. Okay. So this is a weed which is causing a lot of problems in the ecosystem of Delhi, and that is the reason why this has been asked. This is from a portion from the subject of environment and science, but it has not been asked from any textbook. It has been asked from directly your newspaper. For those who are again not confused, I will give you 2 more examples. Please go to question number 20. Which committee scrutinizes and report to the House whether the power to make regulations are properly exercised by the executive? Now you may say again this is from Indian polity. So to clear your myths, this is the newspaper report. It is there in news from April 2017 to April 2018. It has been in the news. The committee is called Committee on Subordinate Legislation. Had you just read even the headlines and thought, what is the Committee on Subordinate Legislation, and Googled it and go to the Rajya Sabha website and check what is the Committee on Subordinate Legislation, this answer would have been just a matter of 2 to 3 seconds for you. Again, asked from the newspaper, not from any textbook, not from anything. And why it has been asked? Because it is a part of polity, no doubt we agree, but it has been asked because it has been in news continuously over the past 1 year. Another question. Last for those who are still not satisfied. The last question we would like to share. Go to question number 42. The well-known painting Bani Fani belongs to which school of art? That is, 4 options are given. Okay. So again, you please tell me in which book you will find this. Or even if it is there, whether you would be able to remember this or not. Okay, there will be a lot of... Now see, what I find very funny as well as stupid is that as soon as any such question is asked in the UPSC, the various Telegram groups and WhatsApp group people will start collecting their data. Like what all paintings are there in the world, they will collect and they will start making a list and they will start circulating the list on the WhatsApp and Telegram. And poor students, poor aspirants, not knowing what to do, what to study, what not to study, they will start mugging up that list, copying that list in their notes and this and that. See, all this is not important at all. Why this question has been asked is because why this particular painting has been asked. Like we saw about the Northeast Festival. Why that has been asked? Because that has been in the news. Anything that is in the news would be asked, and anything that is not in the news is most likely won't be asked. And news of the past 1 to 1.5 years. Recent trend shows that UPSC is asking questions which are prior to 1 year also, because even UPSC people are smart. They also know that the coaching factories are making notes from the newspapers and they are making students mug up facts and figures for the past 1 year, stating that UPSC doesn't ask anything more than 1 year. So now UPSC started asking for questions before 1 year as well as some questions which are nearly 2 years old also. Two questions we found in our study that that matter was discussed nearly 2 years back, and since the past 2 years nothing has been discussed about that. Anyways, but the percentage of such questions is hardly 10 to 20%. 80 to 90% paper will come from your newspaper and NCERT only, and nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. So regarding this, last question. We will share the screenshot over here. So it comes from the Kishangarh school. It has been there in the news in July 31st, 2017. There was an airport which was inaugurated in Kishangarh, and this painting, this Bani painting, was used to decorate that entire airport. Okay, so all these things, all these minute. So what you need to do is you need to follow your newspapers minutely. You need to follow the current affairs minutely. You need to just keep your eyes and ears open and don't mug up a lot of things. Just be cool. Make your notes diligently, revise frequently, and you will be through. Okay, if you need any assistance, still you feel that you are not confident enough and you still need guidance, you can take the guidance from Atmos and you can join our programs. We have our scholarship program also for those students who cannot afford costly coaching, wherein we provide coaching to students for just 5,000 rupees for UPSC and 1,000 rupees for all other exams including bank, SSC and CAT. So that's all for now. If you want to see the detailed article on this, there is a link we have provided below. You can also join our WhatsApp and Telegram groups if you want to get free study materials and have any doubts to ask or anything. Good day, Jai Hind.